responsible for fusing many of the data together from drones, from satellites, even from civilians as such. Can you share with us a concrete example of how you're doing this and how you're taking disparate data points and turning them into actionable, useful data and solutions?
So at Palantir, we're not a data company, but we are a data integration company. So this idea of sovereignty, I think, is really, really important. So Bertrand and I'd like see this very clearly. So here, I'll give you an example. I have to be careful a little bit about what I say with respect to Ukraine, but I'll give you an example in the Pacific, where you have partner nations sharing the same underlying software baseline, jointly developing targets, sharing information that they are comfortable with sharing, enriching those targets such that you can in a matter of minutes, go from target identification, target development. You can have AI validate what the human believes to be true, and then you can actually deliver a kinetic outcome. And you can do that all in one platform, all at a few clicks of a button, and you can reduce the decision cycle from hours, oftentimes, to minutes. And that's really important when you're thinking about what's happening even here in Europe with the mass of drone incursions. The cognitive load that puts on humans is enormous. And so you should never send a human to do something that a machine can. And as it turns out, these machines can do quite a lot. And so the way we think about it is, while the IT teams are really important, if you can create a platform where practitioners can use these sets of tools, employ these algorithms to really explore what the limits of what those algorithms are, then what you can begin to do is create an ecosystem within your own organizations that is quite powerful. And so that's one concrete example of how the systems are being used today, not only in the Pacific, but they're being used today here in continental Europe.
Thank you. And Bertrand, coming across to you with a similar question. Amiad, you're working on a range of different AI applications, from detecting deepfakes to developing drone jamming systems. Can you share with us, please, an example of a system, an AI system that you're currently working on, perhaps command assistance, embedded systems, and how it is actually providing some capability that was previously unattainable for us?
Yeah, let me give you two examples. One is, those are very different. I was saying just before in the keynote, the reality is also a bit different from what we wish we would be. As in, when you talk about conducting operations, there is a lot of text files and spreadsheets that are being exchanged. I mean, even if it's kind of, low-tech or old-tech, I don't know, but this is a real thing. And so, even bringing what everyone else is doing, which is, LLMs, conversational assistants, in order to speed up a little bit the speed at which you write documents, you write briefs, and everything. I mean, this is already something that everyone else is doing. There is nothing specific to defense, but just that is kind of the crossroads of a lot of problems between infrastructures, computes, IT systems, and everything. And so, just that, you don't necessarily need an AI agency.